everyone, I am Aditi Garware, your caking and baking friend, and welcome to my channel Sweet Boutique by Aditi. Today we are going to make something super interesting, and of course it's related to cake decoration, which is my favorite. How many of you like going to Starbucks and grabbing your favorite Java chip frappuccino? I love it. I totally love it, and I can't wait to make a Java chip frappuccino Starbucks realistic cake today. Today's cake involves a lot many techniques. So we are going to see how we construct a beautiful tall cake, and also there's going to be cake carving, there's going to be layering, ganaching, whipped cream frosting, so much to do. So let's begin. So I have two 5-inch cake sponges here with me, and also I have one 6-inch cake sponge. Today we are dealing with vanilla cake sponge recipe, and to know about my vanilla sponge recipe, click on the link in the description. So let's begin. I am going to first layer these sponges. So taking out the skin of the cake, and I'm going to cut this into two parts. Here we go. Now the same I'm going to repeat with the other sponge, the 5-inch one. Taking off the skin, and now cutting it into two portions. The same drill repeats again. Now the 6-inch one, I'm going to keep it as it is. I'm not going to cut it into two portions, but I'm going to definitely take out the skin of the cake. The skin sometimes gets sticky, so it's always better to remove it. I have some chocolate truffle frosting here with me, and to know more about the recipe, click on the link in the description. Now, I am going to first assemble the cake inverted. Yes, I'm going to assemble it inverted, and then we are going to flip it over and then make it like a standing glass. I know this sounds really crazy, but it is very easy. Let's do it. So as we are going to construct this cake inverted, I'm going to use the 6-inch sponge first. Now I'm going to soak it with some sugar syrup. You can also soak it with an espresso shot, as this is a coffee cake. So I'm going to use my truffle now. You can also flavor your truffle with coffee. Just spread this. And make sure the direction of your palette knife is back and forth. So now on this, I am going to put in my 5-inch cake. Repeating the drill, soak it. And now adding in the chocolate truffle. Spread it. I'm going to use another layer of my 5-inch sponge. Make sure you're putting this one on top of the other, and keep on checking, bend, check, so that it's easier for you to trim if they are in a proper line. Sugar syrup once again. Another spatula full of chocolate truffle frosting. Spread it. So now I have my second last layer going in. Sugar syrup again and some frosting. Please see the movement of my palette knife. Otherwise, if you put too much of pressure, your cake will start cracking. So you don't want that. And now we have the last layer going in. So here we go. And of course, the sugar syrup. Now, I'm going to give this a crumb coating with chocolate truffle, and then I'm going to set this in the refrigerator for around 30 minutes. So this way, you can crumb coat the entire cake. and we are going to carve it later. I am crumb coating it right now so that I want the cake to set really well, as we are going to put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. So the cake sets really well and it becomes nice and hard so that carving is easy for you guys. So that's one tip you should always remember. I'm going to use a scraper and smoothen this out. So if I have any excess truffle, that will come out. So with a scraper, I'm using a plastic scraper. I'm just going to take the excess truffle out. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes. We have the set cake now and this looks really good. Now we'll start with the carving part. So for carving, you can use any pair of knife which is sharp and which doesn't have any serration. So now the cake is inverted. So you have to imagine the cake is this way, the glass is this way, okay? So the smaller part is up and the larger part is down. So we can just start from here and we have to go with the knife in a slanting motion. So let's go. So have a plate aside so that you can put in the cake crumbs. So not just chocolate truffle, you can use buttercream, you can use ganache, you can use whipped cream, you can use colored ganache in white chocolate. There's so many options that you can use to frost the cake and flavor the cake. Make sure that you go inside the cake, you go inside the diameter of the cake slowly and steadily. You just don't end up cutting a huge chunk, okay? Otherwise, you'll just get very confused as to how to go about it. So go with smaller bits and pieces. So I have a fair idea as to where my knife is going. So slowly and steadily, I'll go down further. Now again, after trimming, you can take out all the crumbs, you can clean the rough board and you can set this for another 30 minutes. And post that, we are going to cover this with whipped cream. So the cake is set and all ready to get inverted. Don't get scared, it's going to be super fun. Let's go for it. I have a drum board with me which is 10 inches and I'm going to just apply a bit of chocolate truffle over here so that the cake, when inverted, sticks to my drum board. Okay, now let's go for it. Are you excited? I am super excited. So now I am going to keep this ulta over here. Take this in my hand. Okay, are you ready for the moment? 1, 2 and 3. Dun-ta-da! The cake is here. So this is going to move a little, so we need to seal this. Now the ganache is already over here, which is going to seal the cake. We are going to add in some extra support, and that is the barbecue sticks or the skewers. So let's put this in. So 1, 2 and 3. I have some whipped cream here with me. You can also use other mediums like buttercream, ganache, colored ganache and truffle. Lot of mediums you can use. You can also cover this cake with fondant. But I prefer using whipped cream, so let's go for that. In a piping bag, I'm going to add in some whipped cream. I'm going to chop the tip of the piping bag. Push my whipped cream down and I'm going to use this piping bag to ice my Starbucks cake. So this is very easy peasy and you get the right finishing. You can use a palette knife to level this out. So I am going to use a scraper to give it the perfect finish. So I have a few plastic scrapers here with me. I'm going to use a taller one and in an angle, hold it slanting. Just move the turntable and keep your hand steady. Just go over it once again to get the right finish. I am going to add a bit of chocolate cream on the lower sides of the cake, because I want to give it the coffee look. So I'm going to take a bowl and I'm going to add a bit of whipping cream in it and a bit of truffle. I'm going to mix this together. So this is going to give me a brown colored cream, which is going to give the effect of the coffee in the glass. So just adding a little over here, again using a scraper, scraping it out to get the right finish. So I'm going to use a wire cutter to cut the skewers. Hold them and just cut. Now we need to make the topping on it. How many of you like the Starbucks coffee with so much of whipped cream? I love it. So let's do that. Grabbing in another piping bag. I also have a nozzle over here. You can use any nozzle. This one is N3 from Noor. You can use N1, N2, you can use Startup. You can use any that are perfect for cupcakes. So let's go for it. Put in your nozzle. Cut off the tip of the piping bag. Let me fill this up with some whipped cream. And now let's start piping. So I go from the sides first. We need to layer this so this looks loaded with whipped cream. So I'm going to use some melted chocolate to make the chocolate drizzle. I'm going to use some chocolate chips and also a green straw symbolizing the Starbucks Frappuccino. So some chocolate chips. Now let's do the chocolate drizzle. So I have a green straw with me. So I am going to place it strategically this way. So it looks perfect with my Frappuccino. And do you know what is missing? Where's the Starbucks logo? We are going to use an edible sugar print as a Starbucks logo, and it's going to complete the look of our cake. And to know more about the edible sugar print, click on the link in the description, and that's my video for the edible sugar print. So gently just put the sugar print over the cream. Dab it gently. I am very excited to cut the cake and show you guys how it looks. Let's get going. And of course, I get to eat the cake as well. Here we go. Yay, going in. The layers look lovely and I just can't wait to dig into this. So that's your Starbucks Frappuccino cake. I am so excited to share this technique with all of you. Do let me know how do you like it in the comments. For more such recipes and cake decoration videos, do like, share and subscribe to my channel Sweet Boutique by Aditi. Bye!